This is my final work for NC. This is just a spider diagram to let me figure out what I wanted to focus on. Here's what I actually decided to focus on, which is Crohn's. This is my brief that I made up myself because our tutors want us to do it ourselves. This is just some of the research that I looked at, just going into Crohn's diet and my weight and things like that. Here's my thoughts on Crohn's and how I was feeling, and here is my mother's perspective because she was a big part in when I had Crohn's. So I went onto the internet and found some inspiration from Pinterest, and here's some two artists that had these sort of scans of bowels and made these beautiful textures and colours. And then these two are my first ever sort of thought out paintings for Crohn's, and I really wanted to get the colour of sort of bowel movements and sort of just how I felt really at the time. And then here is just an experiment to see what sort of colours would sort of symbolise how I felt, and I sort of mixed loads of different types of colours together to see if they worked together, and I felt like they really looked bad together, to be honest. But I wanted to show that I sort of thought about different things. And then here is just some watercolour, and you'll be seeing a lot of red in the work and little strips of yellow because that's really how I felt. It was just red, maybe angry and sore and things like that. And here's a scan that I got that sort of idea from. And there's quite a few of these different sort of things. Here is a watercolour, very watery, and this texture here is actually tea leaves, and that's to do with the fact that I wasn't allowed to drink tea, and tea is like a big part of what I drink, so it was quite sad to see that. And then I did it on a bigger scale and realised that I didn't really want to do that anymore, so I moved back onto doing some watercolours, looking at different colours. And then here there's nice sort of dots of white, and that brought me back to thinking about this sort of bowel picture, which I really liked. So you can see that here as well, and here this picture here, I really like how the white of the paper is coming through the paint. It's really coming back to that idea of the sort of bowel and all this layering of sort of almost, someone said it would look like veins, and I really like that. So here I moved on to bigger paintings because my tutor told me to, so I thought it would be a good idea. So I've done 4, and I filmed them, and they're all on my Instagram. And I just tried different things with them, really trying different colours with each other, and I really like these. But that sort of gave me the idea of using a sheet. So I played around with the sheet, seeing what it would look like with me behind it and things like that. I didn't really know what I was doing, just sort of playing with an idea. And then I really liked how these pictures come out, to be honest. And then I thought about painting on the sheet. So I got quite a few different samples of really watered down paint and sort of medium, quite a bit of paint, and then really quite a lot of paint which didn't really come through. And I was looking in the back as well to see if I could see it from the other side. And then I did it again with watercolour, I think it was, yeah, watercolour, and it really didn't work as well as the acrylic which was on the other side. And then I just went for it for my final piece, and I thought it was worked really well, and it's just a 1 minute 21 second video, and it just sort of symbolises how I felt when I had Crohn's, and I think it works really well. And there's a close-up. That's what the camera could see on the other side, and that's what I could see when I was painting it from the side that I was painting on. And there's my evaluation, and that's it.